Perhaps the most elegant national park lodge in all of America is the Ahwahnee in Yosemite National Park. The Ahwahnee opened on July 14th, 1927. However, there was a major change just 10 days before the highly anticipated opening. It turns out that the original entrance was found to be too noisy and smelly for the guest room above. A second entrance that you're seeing now was quickly put together and remains to this day, nearly 100 years later. The porte cochere with a red carpet is the official way to enter the hotel, just steps away from the parking lots that are available for the guests. As you step inside, you will instantly appreciate the beauty and architecture of this historic property. Designed 2 decades after the Old Faithful Inn in Yellowstone National Park opened, the Ahwahnee was always meant to be a more upscale and luxurious national park lodge than had ever been built before. Gilbert Stanley Underwood, a young architect who also designed Zion Lodge in Zion National Park, was chosen for the monumental task to create an elegant property that blended into the valley floor while also dealing with the bickering and politics of multiple factions that all wanted their say in the project. The decor uses geometric patterns that were found in the original basketry of the California Native Americans, including the Ahwahnee, who first lived in the valley. The patterns are interpreted throughout the hotel, including in the flooring, the ceiling, and in the stained glass. And what you're looking at right here is the area where you are going to check in. There's a check-in desk right there. It's kind of the official opening to the Ahwahnee. And this is the Great Lounge, perhaps one of the most famous places in the hotel. This massive room is where guests come to gaze at the museum-quality artwork and historical pieces, or to simply take a few minutes to rest while enjoying the stunning views outside. Additional rooms can be found off of the Great Lounge, including the mural room that you're seeing now, the winter room, and the solarium. Above the Great Lounge are 5-foot by 6-foot stained glass panels on either side, which are easier to see when you visit the second floor level above. With the plenitude of writing desks found throughout the Great Lounge, you might be inspired to write an old-fashioned postcard to send home, just as travelers before you once did. And coming up, this is the solarium that you can see right now. This is one of those extra rooms off of the Great Lounge. Now, these are the elevators that will lead to the guest rooms. The stained glass look on top of the elevator and the copper look is just fabulous. And we are going to show you what our guest room looked like. So this is the lobby of the 5th floor area where we stayed, and this is room number 507. We booked a featured hotel room, which is an upgrade from the standard hotel rooms. These rooms feature a king-size bed, a private bathroom, and a shared balcony. Again, this is room number 507, and this balcony was absolutely our favorite feature of this room. We could not believe that we had a balcony like this and the view that we had of Half Dome, which was amazing. This is a really, really large balcony, and there is Half Dome right there. And at sunset, the views on Half Dome were absolutely stunning. So this is a shared balcony. If you have a featured hotel room, you will have a balcony, but you do share it with another room. It was quite large. There was more than enough room. There was 2 tables and couches, all kinds of area. And then the views that were overlooking Half Dome, as you can see, was what just pretty much kept us outside on the patio non-stop. It was just fascinating to sit and read and to look up and to see this scenery at your hotel room. As you can tell by the amount of video and footage that I did of this balcony, it literally was just my favorite place while we were staying at the Ahwahnee. Obviously, I loved the Great Lounge as well, but this was like a personal, private space that you could enjoy the views. And it was just amazing. We were so blessed to be staying here. Now, this is the inside of the hotel room. We love the little sitting area What I have to say is that the air conditioning in the hotel was so much appreciated because almost none of the places to stay in Yosemite have air conditioning. The Ahwahnee does. And we were staying at the end of August, and the heat wave going through was absolutely horrible, and it was very smoky for a lot of our stay. So it was much appreciated to be able to have a hotel room and get some sleep with the air conditioning and not in that heat. Now, there is a small mini refrigerator that is in the room right underneath the TV, and you do have a very small little coffee area that you have as part of your room. There is also going to be that private bath, which is oh so important. Now I'm just showing you a little bit of the details that there are. What we really enjoyed was that even though it's a historic room, there was modern touches like the plugs right by the bed and the USB ports. Now this is that private bathroom, really stunning, just really well appointed. And we enjoyed the historic looking tile and kind of that decor. It was just really, really nice to have such a large bathroom and a large room as part of the featured hotel room that we had. Now, also along those lines, the closet was crazy big. It was like another room all on its own. We were actually quite amazed at the size of this closet. You can see there is a safe, there is dresser drawers inside, plenty of places to hang clothes and to put luggage. Keep in mind that back in the day, people would have been bringing a lot of stuff and staying quite a while. These Ahwahnee robes are awesome, and you'd best not walk out with one of those because you will be charged. But if you do want to buy one, they are available in the gift store to take home as a lovely souvenir. During our stay, we found that the Wi-Fi was adequate. We didn't really have any complaints about being able to get on the computer for small periods of time to check email. It wouldn't be anything that you're going to be streaming Netflix or YouTube videos on, but it was adequate for our needs. And we loved that the decor was like pictures of plants and drawings that they had done when they were exploring the national park and the history behind that. That was a nice touch. And then this is sunset on Half Dome from the patio. It was just absolutely stunning. So this is the outside of the Ahwahnee from like the public courtyard area. And so this is just another view. These little umbrella areas is probably where you could eat breakfast. Anybody can come and sit there even if you're not staying at the hotel. And then over here on the right is going to be the outdoor seating for the Ahwahnee bar that we'll talk about in a minute. And then look at that pool. I mean, we were so thrilled that there was a pool in a national park lodge, and then check out the view while you're swimming. This was one of our favorite places to be as well. Now, looking back at the Ahwahnee right there again, this is going to be the path that takes you to the cottages. And so you can stay out here in the standard cottages and deluxe cottages as well. It is a flat, easy walking path, and those are some other options. Beyond these cottages is a nice little hiking trail, and this is what it looked like. Again, it was very smoky while we were staying there. So while you might not get a hotel room at the Ahwahnee, you certainly can make a dining reservation. So let's go to the dining room. The 6,630 square foot dining room is perhaps one of the most loved areas of the Ahwahnee. It serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner. The expansive dining room, which is 130 feet long and 51 feet wide, has 34-foot high vaulted ceilings with sugar pine wood trusses and 24-foot high floor-to-ceiling windows, which show off the gorgeous views of the valley while also serving up delicious fine dining. Now, as we walk through the dining room, you will see a small alcove in the distance, and this alcove was specifically created to showcase the views of Yosemite Falls. It is such an honor to be seated in this little alcove, and we were right in front of the window. Oh, we were so blessed in order to be able to eat here and see the scenery while dining on our meal. It was fabulous. Live piano music is played during dinner for an elegant yet still rustic dining experience. There is a dress code for dinner only. Breakfast, brunch, and lunch are casual. Now you can see some of the menu here. We're trying to show you what was available during the few times that we ate in the dining room. Some of the menu options we tried were prime rib, Mary's free-range chicken, strawberry almond mousse cake, and Grand Marnier creme brulee. And I can assure you that every single thing that we ate at the Ahwahnee dining room was absolutely amazing, and we would highly go back again. Reservations are very highly suggested. Now, another place to eat at the Ahwahnee is the Ahwahnee Bar. And this is a more casual place to eat. This is also where breakfast is available during the morning. And we just found that it was just really nice. So there is indoor dining, and then there's that outdoor dining on the other side of the windows right there that we saw before. This was originally going to be the main entrance until they found that it was just too noisy and smelly for the guest rooms above to be having all the cars right there. I mentioned breakfast. There is no free breakfast for hotel guests. You have complimentary tea and coffee, but you will still be buying those pastries. So this is the menu from the Ahwahnee Bar during the few times that we ate there as well. They have a great cocktail menu and a great place to get cocktails, even if you get the cocktails and then you bring them to the Great Lounge, which is what we did. Everything we ate here was amazing, including this amazing charcuterie board that lasted me for like 2 meals. It was huge. And then these are the pretzel appetizers that they had. And again, another cocktail. So this is going to be the Ahwahnee gift shop. I'll show you really quickly. They have a ton of things to choose from. And then this is the candy store. Again, a great place to get sweets or snacks. Now, notables that have stayed at the Ahwahnee include Queen Elizabeth and Prince Philip, who had the entire hotel to themselves, as well as Presidents Barack Obama, Ronald Reagan, John F. Kennedy, Franklin Delano Roosevelt, Herbert Hoover, and Dwight Eisenhower, along with Winston Churchill, Lucille Ball and Desi Arnaz, Judy Garland, Shirley Temple, and more. Are you going to be among the notables that stays here in the future? Let me know in the comments below whether or not you would love a stay at the Ahwahnee Hotel in Yosemite National Park soon.